Rise and grind, gamers. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to another Disgaea RPG Should You Summon. And before we actually get into the video, this is my 5th Disgaea RPG video in a row. So sorry about that. I mean, you guys do seem to actually, if I go ahead and check, you guys do seem to actually be enjoying these videos. I mean, they're getting a lot of views and more likes than I usually get, but I mean, still, just sorry that, this is the 5th one in a row. And the reason for that is actually because, this week has been my finals week, so for, this week and the last week, or last, I guess 2 weeks, I've just been kind of, trying to study, get everything ready because, I'm obviously in college. I gotta, start getting packed up to leave because actually I'm leaving tomorrow, but, then all the final stuff, and frankly, these Disgaea videos are just they're just pretty easy to make. I mean, they're like easy, they're fast, they're pretty fun, I think. So yeah, I've just been doing a few more of those than I usually do. So sorry about that, but there will be a change of content when I get back to my house when summer hits, and I'll probably make a separate video all about that. I mean, I'll still be doing Disgaea videos obviously because you guys like them. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that because I am planning some pretty big things for this summer. I want to go really hard with these videos. But anyway, with all that out of the way, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new characters. Well, okay, I say brand new, but it's been a few days. I actually wanted to record this a while ago, but obviously because like I said, I have finals and stuff, I wasn't able to. But we're looking at the brand new characters, Artina and Zeroken, and they are going to be on the new banner, and the banner is actually pretty cool because it also has Axel and Fuka on the banner, so if you didn't pull for them, which, I suggested you didn't, I still would say not to pull on this banner because this banner is also bad. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I mean, if you still want to summon on this banner anyway, you could have a chance of getting them, which I guess could be a bonus for you if you like those characters. Who knows? But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and go straight into looking at these characters. So we'll start off with Artina. Artina is a humanoid gun gun forte user. Her stats are pretty low, I'll be honest. I mean, if we look at I guess I'll just compare it to a tired Rosalind because I compare everyone to a tired Rosalind. They're only a little bit lower, but you gotta remember, a tired Rosalind stats aren't that great either. So 38 attack, 112 health. She has the same health actually, 112. But 33 attack, 30 defense, 32 defense, and then int res speed, 36, 32, 58, and this Artina is 34, 41, and 55. So it's actually her resistance and speed, or speed isn't. Her resistance is a bit higher, and so is her nope, just her resistance it looks like. But yeah, I mean, so mid stats, I would probably put them on a bit. I don't know, mid stats. I was gonna try and say they're a bit on the low side, but I guess compared to a tired Rosalind, they're not actually that bad. So let's go ahead and go look into her attributes. 25 across the board, no negative affinity towards any elements, which you guys know I love that. Basic resistances 40% for everything. Weapon mastery again is gonna be gun forte, but she also can use the bow with some pretty high efficiency. I don't really know what you'd call that. And then also a spear, if you really want to. That's only 5, so I would, not recommend it. Going into her abilities, we have her main ability, Angel's Favor, gun-wielding allies, all stats except speed plus 12% for her any one ability, Goldfinger, HL, which is gold gained plus 10%, her third at any 5, Angel Bullet, gun-wielding allies, AoE damage plus 15%, and then her seventh, Nether Enhancement, NE. She gets Angel Prayer, all allies, elemental damage taken, minus 15%, which is, I'm pretty sure, just across the board, minus 15% damage taken, which is pretty good. Then let's go ahead and look into her character skills. At level 1, her basic attack skill is just going to be this No More Legitimate Collection, HL Robbery. So I'm pretty sure this actually isn't an attack skill then, because it's just HL Robbery, so it's just, getting some gold. This is actually, I'm pretty sure this is the same as, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this, and we're gonna look up Thief. That was here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same as her ability too. Yeah, steals allowance from the enemy, HL Robbery, it's the same thing. It's just, you have a chance to steal some of the enemy's gold, so maybe if you're farming one of those gold stages and you just want a bit more dough, you can use her. At her level 200, she gets Angel Whip, which is B to B+, 50 to 45 SP. Single myself, it's a wind based on the attack stat, and it gives resistance plus 25. Again, pretty sure this is not an attacking skill. This is just, increasing your resistance. It's a buff, and, it's a single on myself. I would have loved to see this skill be, like, maybe AoE. I think that would have been really helpful, or just, like, a target, because, honestly, putting resistance on her is not gonna matter. Not really gonna matter to me at all, because again, her resistance stat is already, like, it's already decently high, so I'm not really too fussed about, like, getting more resistance mid-battle. The only thing it would really matter about is these two attacks, which I'll get to pretty much right now, but not the greatest ability, I'll just say. And then at her NE +3, she gets this Goddess Artemis, which goes from C to C+, 90 to 85, and this is an AoE, and herself, which is an attack, based on the attack stat, sorry, and this is just resistance +30, so I'm pretty sure this just, gives resistance to the whole team, which is, what I wanted this one to do, except this is at NE +3, which is, in my opinion, a lot worse, because that means you have to get dupes of her instead of just leveling her up normally. Then going into character magic spells at Mastery 4, she gets this heal, which is just, basic lesser healing based on the resistance stat. Again, that's just, playing into this resistance thing. Basically, guys, what I'm getting at is this character is trying to be a support character, but, like, in the worst way possible, because she's only supporting herself. So... take that for what you will. At Mastery level 9, she gets this Braveheart, which boasts the attack of just anyone on your team, an ally. So this, again, this is pretty good. Boosting the attack is something I actually do care about in a game, so I would say this is a pretty good ability. This isn't based off any stat either, so you can just do this without, any hassle involved. At Mastery 15, she gets this Mega Wind, which is based on the wind stat, and wind element based on the intelligence stat. Just uses the power of wind to deal damage, pretty simple AoE. At 22 Mastery, she gets Espoir, I think that's how you say it, don't really know. And then this is a remove status element, so on top of this lesser healing here, you can get a remove status element. And then at 30 Mastery, she gets this Giga Heal, which is just better version of this lesser healing, and it works on the entire party, so everyone gets healed pretty much. Then looking at her Nether Enhancements, it's pretty much just the same thing. Sub ability, unique ability, sub, and then, nothing special for the parameters, just basic 30%, 10%, 30%, then 10s across the board. Overall, this character, I don't think is great at all. I think, personally, she is an easy skip, and the reason for that is she just doesn't really do enough for me to find her useful, because, I mean, again, if we just look at her abilities, gun-wielding allies, and then all allies at her, NE +7, which is, let's be honest, I would not pump, like, dupes into her, or those golden printies, or rainbow printies, because I just don't think she's worth it at all. If you want to go for someone like that, then I would just 100% always go for a Tired Rosalind, because not only does she affect all allies in most of her stuff, like, look at this, all allies, ally with the highest action gauge, and then, like, stuff like this, this affects everyone, whereas Artina here, she pretty much just, HL robbery, okay, that's fine, that's whatever. This resistance buff that she only gives to herself, and then this AoE resistance, which she only gives to, well, she gives to herself and the team, but that's at, like, NE +3, and then, basic lesser healing, and then, once you get to Mastery 30, she gets a lesser healing for the party. But overall, she's not doing that much, at least in terms of, my experience, that would have me, like, want to put her on my team for a support, because, again, you could just get a Tired Rosalind, and, she is not only, like, buffing all of your team, boosting everyone's stats, but, like, she's doing party healing, she's doing AoE stuff, and, like, having this awesome, like, +30% attack to herself. She's just, in my opinion, a better support, because she is also more versatile opposed to Artina. So let's go ahead and look at Zeroken now. He is a humanoid fist forte user. His stats are, I think, pretty much identical. Not identical, they're pretty close to what Artina's was. He has a bit higher health. I think he has a bit... yeah, he has a bit lower intelligence, resistance, and speed. Oh, no, he has actually... Never mind, he has actually really high speed. He just has, lower intelligence as resistance. But wow, that speed is actually really high. I didn't even notice that when I was doing my first look through of the character. But going on to his attributes, 0, -25, 50, 0. So this is something I hate to see, personally. It doesn't actually even, like... I'm not even sure if it affects me that much in gameplay, because I haven't tested it out very much. But just... negative affinity towards water element enemies or attacks. not into that. I think, you know, overall, that's just, this is just putting that character a little bit further down in my opinion. But then, you know, resistance basic, you know, just 40% across the board like every character has so far. Weapon masteries, you know, again, Fist Forte, did not mean to click on that. Fist Forte, looks like he has, you know, 5 in bow, 5 in gun, 5 in magic, spear, that's not spear, just magic, I forgot what that's called, staff, that's what it is. So, you know, basic, you obviously want to use his fist weapons. Then we go into his abilities, main ability, UDT, fist wielding allies, speed plus 6%. You know, that's, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, that's pretty bad. Like, it's cool that we're getting a speed increase with 6%, but like, if we look at a tired Rosalind, right, like she does the same thing, except it's all allies, and it's plus 100. So like, and like every time a wave starts, as opposed to like this, which is just the basic speed plus 6% for fist wielding allies. So it's just, again, just a worse version of Rosalind. Going into his NE1, he gets Kamikaze, ally with the highest action gauge, attack plus 40% when a turn ends. That's actually pretty good. I mean, if you pair it with like someone with like Rosalind, right, who boost all the allies' action gauge anyway, you know, that could be pretty good. Or it's just, you know, basic action gauge increase, you know, plus 40. So not only is he, you know, increasing the speed a bit, but he's also given a bit of an attack boost if you go for his NE plus 1. At NE plus 5, he's getting this Underdog Bravery, fist wielding allies, single target damage dealt 15%. So that means if you have one of these skills, it does single target damage like this, and, you know, your allies, a fist wielder, they'll do a bit more damage, which is, you know, that's pretty okay. Then at NE plus 7, he gets fast like the wind, all allies action gauge plus 50 when a turn ends. Again, that's pretty much just a worse version of Rosalind's main ability, so it's like, you know, it's like cool, but I don't really want to get this character to NE plus 7 to be able to use that when I could just get a tired Rosalind and do like no dupes into her at all. So looking into this guy's character skills, at level 1 he gets Exploding Tiger, E to E+, 20 to 15 SP, single target, wind element based on the attack stat, just a basic attack, you know, the first just regular attack every character gets him. At level 200, he gets this Hellfire Shot, F to F+, 40 to 35 AoE damage on the fire element, and it's based on the attack stat, and it's just, you know, an AoE fire attack. Who would have guessed? Not me. And E plus 3, he gets this Rising Gale Kick, D to D+, 80 to 75 AoE and myself based on the attack stat. This is an attack and also increases his speed by 15%. So this is actually I really like because, you know, it's again the same kind of stuff that Rosalind had. It's, you know, she does an attack that's AoE and then boosts something about herself. In Rosalind's case it was attack, but in Zeroken's case it's speed plus 15%. So, you know, not bad. Would have rather it been speed, yes, or attack I mean, like Rosalind has, but hey, you get what you get. And then at character mastery spells, at mastery 4 he gets this wind, again basic stat, wind element based on the intelligence stat. At level 9 he gets Fiendable, bro, I'm not even gonna, Enfeeble, that's how you say it. It is late, I just finished all my finals, cut me some slack. Alright, so this is SP 10 to 5, single target, and this just decreases the attack stat of one of your enemies. So again, this is pretty decent. It's not doing any damage or anything, but you know, getting rid of the attack by 20 to 35% of an enemy, that could be pretty huge, especially for boss fights. Mastery 15, he gets Mega Wind, F to F+, 40 to 35 AoE wind element based on the intelligence stat, and this is just an upgrade to this wind. You know, it's AoE this time. It's just a bit better. At 22, he gets Mega Enfeeble. That's not even close. Enfeeble. I think that's how you say it, dude, I don't know. 20 to 15 single, and this time it's lowering the attack 48 to 55%, which is just, again, a better version of this Enfeeble here, really good. Then at 30, he gets Giga Wind, which you guys know the drill by now, F plus 2E, 50 to 45 AoE, stronger version of both of these wind attacks. There we go. So basic Nether Enhancements again, he gets the sub ability plus 30, unique plus 10, sub ability 2 plus 30, and then it's just normal ability plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So overall, I'm gonna put this guy in pretty much the same category I put Artina in. He's a bit better in my opinion just because he's more of a damage dealer than a support type, whereas like Artina was just pretty much strictly support. But still, I mean, his stats aren't great for being a, you know, mainly a damage dealer slash like somewhat of a support with these attack, you know, reductions on the enemies, he just doesn't really have the power to back it up. He has the speed to go first, which, you know, if you're doing a boss fight and you just really want to get someone to decrease that boss's attack, that could help, right? But overall, I would say just it's kind of the same story. Like, his stats don't really back up what he's doing, so personally he's not super great. And, you know, also if you compare him to someone like Axel here, you know, Axel's stats aren't super good either, but like, as you can see, 37 attack compared to 33, like, at the end of the day, that's gonna make a big difference when you get like 9 million attack to 10 million attack, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 10 million attack. Like, it's gonna be pretty huge late game. And Axel I don't think is, you know, super good either. I don't think you should summon on him either, but at the same time, you know, it's just like they're not super good. So overall, I would just say probably definitely skip on this banner. Looking at the tier list, I don't know why it's in light mode here. There we go. Looking at the tier list, I put them both in the C tier. Also, my tier list got a bit messed up. I accidentally reset it, so I kind of had to just really quickly rush to put everyone back where I think they were. I added a few more people. Also, this Prinny goes in the F tier because he's a Prinny. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how I mostly had it before. If not, you know, I'll look at the characters again later. But yeah, they're going into C tier. I really don't think these characters are anything special. Honestly, borderline D tier for me. But I haven't used them, so maybe they're a bit better. Their stats aren't like atrocious. You can still use them if you're running a team. Like, at the end of the day, she's still a support, and this guy is still like a slight support damage dealer, so, you know, you can still run him, but I'm just saying there are a lot of better options. For instance, you know, a tired Rosalind, who is just, I keep singing her praise all the time, but like, at the end of the day, she's just a better version of both of them, and that's pretty much my opinion. So, do I think you should actually summon on the banner? And no, I really don't. I think 100% save, especially if you tried to summon for this Tyrant Velvetores, because his banner was pretty hard to summon on if you guys went ahead and tried that. But if not, don't worry, because there's going to be a lot more better like festival units coming in the future. So yeah, I would completely recommend just saving your gems, save up for these characters, save up past these characters, because I don't really think they're going to make a huge addition to your team. I mean, not unless you're trying to go for like a super hard, like maybe a fist wielder team or something, or like a super hard gun wielder team, but at this point in the game, I don't think you should be doing that at all. So yeah, that is my opinion. Apologies if this video was like either too fast, too slow. It's pretty late right now. What time is it? It's 1, so it's not great. Wait, did I just say 1? No, it's 11. Oh my god. You see, like, I've had finals all week. I had a final this morning. I had to get up early, and I did not go to sleep early, I'll tell you that. So, not much sleep. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, better content hopefully on the way. Well, not necessarily better, just more. I'm gonna try and, you know, boost up content. This summer, I'm planning on going really hard, so hopefully if you guys stick around, you will enjoy some more content, and yeah, that is gonna be it. So, like I said, I personally would skip on this banner because these characters I just don't think are too great. And yeah, that is going to be it. So guys, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you really liked it. Thanks for watching. That is going to be it. Tell me in the comments, you know, if you do plan on skipping, which I think you should skip, or if you want these characters. Maybe these are your favorite characters, who knows. And yeah, all that stuff. Also, let me know if you guys are enjoying these Disgaea RPG videos, because, you know, I do want to know, because you guys have seemed to be liking them more. You guys are watching them more and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't completely know. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. It's late. I don't know why I always do this. That's going to be it. Peace.